Yeah, I was probably 6 or 7, and I'm told that I was always dancing, even as a toddler. So I think my mother saw potential, and like all mothers, she initiated me into arts. That it has a huge vibrance. For me, it is a very playful dance form, and it has a lot of dance theater, and I loved telling stories through dance. So for me, I think that is what attracted me to it. It is a very fast and yet lilting dance form. So it has a wonderful combination of very strong technique as well as grace. So I think as a young child, I just fell in love with the form, and that's all I knew, really. So now when people ask me, so do you do other dance forms as well? I think in Indian dance, if you learn one dance form, you can kind of meld into other forms, but your technique remains, and your identity remains with that one particular form. So, different parts of different phases of my life, I have enjoyed different pieces. So I actually love Krishna Shabdam, and it is a very, beautiful, innocent piece where, the Nayika is trying to attract the attention of Lord Krishna, who of course is, wooed by so many gopis. So in that time, or in those times when, the ways were very simple, she offers, palm leaves or flowers from the forest or sandalwood paste. So I love, the innocence of, the romanticism in the piece, and at the end, how, she says, I know you are God, but if I have done any mistake, please accept my love. So at one point, I loved it. I love the Shiva Tarangam. I feel when I perform the Tarangam, which is again a hallmark of Kuchipudi, where you dance on the edges of a brass plate, it evokes something special in you, because it's almost like, so many sacrifices you make in your life, right, to achieve certain things. Similarly, when you're learning to dance on a plate, you fall so many times, it cuts, your feet, because in these times we're not used to hard surfaces.
Yeah.
But how you go through it, and then at the end, when you are able to do, all the rhythmic patterns, naturally and effortlessly, what you feel within. And I think it has it kind of really touches me, and it connects with me. And the power of the Shaivite philosophy, which is, how everything is about circle of life and transformation. So I love that power of Shiva, and yet, the humility of dancing on the plate. Very important to me is advocacy for diversity and inclusion in of South Asian arts, because South Asian arts remain very low in the pecking order in mainstream British art scene. So for me, it has been a huge endeavor to really bring Indian arts wherever there is an artistic opportunity, and to not keep it at, like the lowest of token event. If they give me that, I don't accept it. I'll always say, what about your main event? I'm a dancer. I run, the dance company. We have a brilliant standard. Give us an opportunity there. If I fail, yes, never call me back again, but give me the opportunity. And then through me, give others an opportunity. We've promoted about 250 artists in the last 7 years. I work with 150 children and young people. Now run a youth dance company. So, and then taking them, taking the children to Westminster Abbey to perform, taking the children to South Bank Center to perform, uh, as well as, Bharati Vidya Bhavan. So giving, access to a wide variety and wide portfolio of projects, I think that to me has been, very, very critical.